Welcome to the Erica Russo Show, where we dive deep into the realms of personal development, spirituality, and the power of the mind. Join us on a transformative journey as we explore the art of manifesting the life you truly desire, all while listening to your intuition. Join host Erica Russo, intuitive life and business mentor and best-selling author each week, as we'll embark on a quest to uncover the secrets of manifesting abundance, nurturing a resilient mindset, and tapping into the spiritual dimensions that shape our reality. Each episode will bring you insightful discussions, practical techniques, and inspiring stories from experts and seekers alike. Whether you're seeking clarity in your spiritual journey, striving to shift your mindset, or eager to unlock your full potential, this podcast is your guiding light.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Erica Russo Show. Holy shit, guys. If you knew the shit show that has transpired to come to this point with me recording this particular episode, you would just laugh. You would just be laughing right now because that's what I'm basically doing. So, before we just get into it, let me just tell you the backstory, okay? So, obviously, it was all like dramatic and everything the last time I had an episode where I basically announced that the Intuitive Souls podcast was going to be retired and I was going to be launching a new podcast, okay? So obviously, Intuitive Souls podcast is no longer with us. It is now the Erica Russo Show. But let me tell you, like, I don't know what was going through my head, but I was like literally going to do the whole process over again. So 5 years ago, like when you start a podcast, you essentially, there's a lot of like technology stuff and approvals and subscriptions and all that kind of stuff that you have to do to get your podcast streaming on, Spotify and Apple and all the other places. And I was going to do it again, right? I was just quite literally going to start from scratch and do all of this over. And I started this process back like a couple of days before Christmas. And it was just nothing was like working, and I was always like running into issues for some reason. And I was like, what the fuck, man, right? But I did record my first episode for the Erica Russo Show, which was supposed to be on a brand new podcast, like a brand new show. And I was excited about it and all of that good shit. And today, like quite literally today, I was going through it and making sure everything was approved and it was streaming and good, everything was good to go. And I realized that I was like, what the fuck? Why isn't this? It was just so weird. It was just such a weird thing. Like, it wasn't going through, it wasn't coming up on where it should have went up. And I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? But my intuition told me, because if you guys don't know about podcasting, you do actually have to pay a monthly fee to have your podcast sent out, okay? I intuitively felt that I wasn't going to cancel this monthly subscription yet. I was going to give it a couple months so people can consume this content, because there's over 100 hours or 100 episodes of some great content here. And then I was just going to cancel it in maybe May or June when people had enough time to like hop on over to the Erica Russo Show. So with that being said, my intuition was like, nah, don't cancel it. Don't cancel it. So basically this morning when I'm trying to set everything up and schedule the release episode email and everything like that, I realized it wasn't really fucking streaming correctly. So I was like, what the hell is going on? So I basically figured out that I could just change the name to this podcast and just still hang out here. So that's what I'm doing, because I have a tendency of, just making things harder for myself. So welcome to the Erica Russo Show. If you've been here when it was the Intuitive Souls podcast, it's still going to be the same vibe. It's still going to be me. I'm still going to, show up and probably make a fool out of myself time and time again, but that's okay. But the reason why I just basically converted and just used my name for the podcast is simply because I fucking hate niches. I hate niches. I've said time and time again in prior episodes that I had such a hard time calling myself a psychic medium for the longest time. And to be honest, I felt like having a name like the Intuitive Souls podcast was going to deter people from listening. And I don't know. I think I'm a pretty grounded individual and I think I'm a positive individual. And it's not all about the woo on this podcast. I wanted to be able to just be me. I didn't want to be, a spiritual podcast. I didn't want to be, you know, niche down. I just wanted a place where I can come and I can share my voice and my story and the things that help me and inspire me and how I remember that I'm a soul having a human experience and everything that I just want to fucking talk about. I just wanted a place for it. I never wanted to just be in a box confined to, that's a spiritual podcast. I don't want to, I'm not going to touch that. Well, you know what? I know that some of the things that come out of my mouth can help a lot more people. So that's really why. And to be honest, if you haven't already realized this about your own life, there are so many versions of you that you are going to step into. There are so many past versions of you that you can probably think about at this very moment and be like, what the fuck was I thinking? Maybe you were married. Maybe you dated somebody. Maybe you just were doing stupid shit. There's so many facets of who we are. And I don't want to be put in a box. I just want to be Erica Russo. And that's why I'm here as the Erica Russo Show. So with that being said, it's still the same vibe, guys. It's always going to be the same vibe. But, I'm going to talk about things that I feel are important. I'm going to talk about entrepreneurship. I'm going to talk about marriage. I'm going to talk about conscious parenting. I want to talk about other things. That's really what I'm here to do. I'm here to tell you the things that I have learned on my journey when it comes to just my own growth and my own spirituality and my own connection to source energy. And I'm here to help you inspire yourself. I'm here to help you remember that you have everything you need within you. I'm here to help you trust yourself. That's all this podcast is. It's just a place where you can come and be reminded every single week that you have everything you need. You have everything you need within you. You have the answers. You just have to get out of your fucking monkey mind long enough to be able to get them. Okay? So welcome to the Erica fucking Russo Show. I'm so excited that you guys are still here. I'm so excited that obviously, you're hanging around with me. I so appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. If this podcast is helping you, if you are fucking excited about this, I would love it if you can head on over to iTunes and write a review, because those reviews allow me to get this podcast to the ears that need to hear it. And now more than ever, this world seems to be a massive dumpster fire. And if this insight, these channelings, this information can help somebody, please go ahead and share this podcast out with the ears that need to hear it. I really do appreciate it. And come hang out with me on Instagram, please. There's so much amazing content that I am pushing out on that platform, whether it's intuitive exercises, things that I have learned now that I'm spiritually aware, and just everything in between. You guys are going to get a backstage pass into my life, what's going on. It's kind of wild and all that great stuff. But welcome. I'm pumped. It's a new era. It is a new era and I am here for it, and I hope you guys are too. So I'll see you guys next week. Okay. And just so you know, I already recorded an episode of the podcast. And I had to redo it because of the shit show that is Mercury retrograde. So I'm quite literally, this is like the first time in a long time where I'm recording a show and then I'm releasing it the next day. So, Lottie fucking da. I love you guys. I hope everyone had an incredible holiday season. I hope that you guys are calling in everything that you want for 2024. This is going to be a great year. I can feel it. I know you can too. I will see you around the internet.